in this business. We all know that, but I would get rid of all that and keep TurboText if I had to choose. Just because TurboText, I can look and directly be like, hey, TurboText has made me money where I have not. I use all those systems. I've been picking up the phone, dialing, they never answered. But I can, look at TurboText and say, hey, this software has made me X amount of dollars.
So definitely the automated drip texting. So, okay, guys, let me explain what that is. So basically, right when you send out, and all of these campaigns are already made for you. Zach at the TurboText team, they already did all the heavy lifting. All you have to do is plug in your leads, run the campaign, click a few buttons, and you're good to go. Like, that's the most awesome thing. You don't have to write your own copy. You don't have to write your own text scripts. It's already in the system for you. You just have to create an account and upload your leads, and you're good to go.
And I've been using it probably 4, maybe 5 weeks, and it's definitely already paid for itself. So I honestly thought it was underpriced. Okay, now usually it's what, $100 to someone who doesn't have the code. It's only $60 a month. Now that's just a no-brainer to me, because in my mind, I think of everything I purchase as an investment.
But like, it's not that difficult. It's just getting them out and it's putting them in there. It's very simple, very thorough. Walks you through step by step. You guys have done a great job with how-to videos too. So if you ever have something that's like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, you just watch a video and it literally explains, shows you on your screen exactly what to do.
The setup's super easy. You guys made it super simple with the quick, 1-minute videos, how to set it up. So that was like a no-brainer. Everything's plugged in, plug and play. It's automated. So you really don't have to you don't have to be like computer scientists to figure this out. Super simple.
That I think was the best part. It was like, I don't have to think about what am I gonna say to these people, because it's already laid out for you. And there's a lot of different campaigns. I mean, there's campaigns for internet leads, 1-month-old, 3-month-old, mortgage protection, whatever leads you've got, there's a text script for it.
People initially, one lady actually booked entirely over text, and she just easiest book ever. I mean, she's like, yep, disabled. Okay, I can be there Friday or Saturday. What day works? Friday. This time or this time. Okay, see you then, right?
Perfect.
It's like the easiest thing. Showed up. She's like, yep, this is what I want. I want 50,000 of term life. I was like, cool. They went through and it was super, super easy. And she was super happy too, because she was working all the time, or not working, but just busy all the time. Just forgot about it. She's like, I really need to get this done. So
cool.
No, guys, I mean, if you're struggling right now, you don't really know, what to do next with how to get more appointments, try this out. Like Zach said, if you try it out for 2 weeks, you completely hate it, then hey, at least he gave it a try. But I've probably had 20 people just get this program just from my results, and I don't think any of them have not went past those 2 weeks. So I would say at least give it a try. Try to get some more appointments on the board and more families helped.
Earn that lead too. If you're not resolving your leads by door knocking them or putting them in some type of campaign, a text campaign, then you have a bunch of unresolved leads. You have money sitting out there.
Most of the time, they're either not going to answer or they're going to say, can you call me back later? Whereas with a text, you send a text, that person can read that text 5 hours later and respond and say, oh yeah, I do remember filling that out. And then they respond, and then you can book an appointment with them and then help them out with their insurance. So that's kind of my mentality in regards to text messaging. And that first week that I started with TurboText, I didn't call anyone. It was all texts. All those families I helped, it was all text. I didn't call anyone.
For Zoom, that's working in the background and kind of warming up these leads that we could never get a hold of, because like me and you, I mean, we just never answer our phones. And I feel like that's 70% of our leads out there, people out there. Just
I called her 26 times, never got a hold of her, never got to her area of town where I could door knock her, and so I never made contact. And not on the first text, not on the second text, but the third text, the automated text that goes out, she texts me back. She's like, yeah, sorry, I haven't gotten back to you. I never answer my phone for anybody I don't know. Glad you texted me. I have a policy that's expiring this year, and to renew it, it's going to be like quadruple the price. So I want to look at all my options. So I was able to go over there and help put her in a better position and set her family up for success. years down the road. So just based off a text message, it was awesome.
You can do everything from your phone, and you can call your leads from the Lead Connector app using that TurboText phone number.
So yeah, I mean, and the other thing, the other feature that I like, and then there's features that I haven't used yet that I'm excited to use, the pipeline feature on the dashboard. So that's part of how I got the second sale. Is, you know, I am not organized at all. And so what I did when people would respond is I'd move them to, you know, either follow up or set an appointment or closed. And so, you know, getting there in the morning, I could always go through and see if I got any new texts. I saw that I had put this guy in the responded or whatever the category is. I'd put him there, and I was like, oh yeah, he never texted me back. And so that's when I called him. So that as well. And then what I'm really excited to use is the landing page for, I'll probably use it more for recruiting, you know, so agent facing, but I'm really excited to use that and have it all integrated and just really dial out a full-on system, an automated system for hiring and bringing people in.
The client-facing website, so that's the website you text over to the client to build your credibility before you get on a call with them. So they know who you are, they see your license, NPN number, they realize you're a legitimate agent, and they trust you. You build trust a lot faster when you have that set up, I've noticed. So that's the client-facing website that's all pre-templated out for you. You just go into TurboText, watch the training video, get that set up. And then there is the recruiting website. That's one of the newer features that we added, where agents that are building an agency, you want a legitimate landing page for them to go to that looks clean, professional, that is going to educate them, and then eventually, hopefully, get them to submit a form and become an agent.
My show rate now is like 80% of TurboText.
Let's go.
It's unreal. Like, they answer the phone and they're like, "Hey, Brody," and I'm like, I'm looking. It's just the funniest thing. Like,
that's awesome.
I dial out with another number because you don't know what you're gonna get, and then I just dial in with my personal cell, and I put that in my text. I'm gonna be calling off my personal cell, bam, and give it to them, and they answer the phone and they're excited to talk to me. Just always doing the legwork, and once you have a system in place and you just implement it, it's life changing. It's crazy. I mean, it's doing work for me in the middle of the night when I'm sleeping.
You know, when TurboText, the idea of TurboText came along, you know, I'm able to take those leads that didn't answer the phone at the end of the night, right? Upload them, and then, you know, use one of your drip campaigns where it just like constantly texts them. And like, it just made sense. It allowed me to resolve my leads better.
Right.
You know, I mean, to me, it was amazing. So got it set up, just been using it. And it's just like free money, I feel like, because it's like people respond, they want it, they don't want it, whatever, but at least I get an answer and I get it resolved. So yeah, it makes perfect sense from the beginning for me.
You know, if you guys are texting people one by one, I mean, that just takes so much time, right? Like, just stop being cheap, get TurboText, let's get this rolling. You know, it's automated, you don't have to think about it, and you'll have an extra, you know, at least 10 appointments on the board each week that you didn't even call physically.